here in Peru. I'm Darren Peru. This is Jaime Figueroa. We're with Eagle Condor Humanitarian, and over the next few days we're going to visit as many of the small entrepreneur businesses that we can throughout Peru. Hello, I'm here with Doris. Doris is our entrepreneur. Doris makes a product called King Kong, which is like a little cake with caramel in the middle and then a cake on the other side. Kind of like an Oreo cookie, but with caramel and a cake, and they're great big and they're delicious. Doris's husband worked for a company that made these, and he saw what he was doing, but he was just making wages. He applied with a business plan to Eagle Condor, received a loan, and now they sell enough that Doris and her husband can support themselves very well. They've just added a second floor to the house. That's really good. I'm here with Omar Paiva. He has a business. It's a bodega or a little market. Omar was loaned $1,500 from Eagle Condor. Beforehand, he would just have a few vegetables and chicken. With the money from Eagle Condor, he bought shelving materials, refrigerators, and just been able to expand the store. With the success of the store, he was able to buy a truck, and now he's thinking about a new business. He only has 3 payments left on his Eagle Condor loan, and he's already thinking of starting a new business. I'm here with Pedro, a real success story. Since he received his loan from Eagle Condor, he's been able to expand his business. Pedro is a brick maker. Before the loan from Eagle Condor, he was producing about 1,200 bricks per week. Now Pedro's doing 8,000 bricks per week. He used to employ 4 people, now he employs 12 people, and he's expanded his business quite a bit. Behind us are some of the ovens. They put bricks into these ovens. They cook the bricks for 8 days, and the bricks start out kind of a gray color, and they come out red, and they look like the normal brick that we're used to. Pedro's got a lot of business going on. He's very thankful to have the loan from Eagle Condor.
Hello.
He's handling some business right now. Visiting here with Pedro, our brick maker, and he's wearing this hat, Che Ibarra, I forget how to say his name, but he's a socialist. And I talked to Pedro, I said, Pedro, you shouldn't be wearing this hat from a socialist. Let's trade hats. You're a capitalist now. And he agreed. But he just needs something to keep the sun off his head. So we traded. We're here with Hilmer. He's a baker, has a bakery shop. These are some of the equipment that he has. Currently he's renting the equipment, but he's saving and hoping to, when this loan is paid off that he has through Eagle Condor, to borrow some more money. To buy the equipment is about $1,500. He says that by the time he's paid off with this loan, he'll have $500 in savings. And if he can get another loan from Eagle Condor for $1,000, it'll enable him to buy the machines rather than renting them. He's also renting this building, but the business has been successful, and the landlord recognizes this, and so the landlord's putting the squeeze to him a little bit and raising his rent. And so he's struggling right now on how to handle that aspect of the business. It's part of entrepreneurship. It's part of being in business. He recognized that and is working hard to overcome this little obstacle. We're visiting the Beltran family who received a loan of $1,500. He's a fisherman and also makes nets. He goes out to sea for a week at a time. So they wanted to show me the boat. So we went to the pier, and now we're on this little dinghy heading to the boat of the Beltran family. We're on the Beltran's boat. This is Mr. Beltran. They go out to sea and they come back. They try and catch. The boat will hold 4,000 kilos of fish. He says since he's received his loan from Eagle Condor, his life and his family's life has changed for the better. All right, we're heading back to shore now. It's really, really interesting visiting these different businesses and seeing how the loans from Eagle Condor has benefited them and blessed their lives. I'm thankful to be heading back to shore because I was getting a little seasick. I'm here in front of one of the many branches of Banco de Credito. This is the branch and the banking organization that Eagle Condor uses. Any town you go in Peru, even the smallest of towns, has a branch. Each borrower that has received a micro loan makes their payments directly to their local branch. The information is then consolidated, downloaded, and available on the internet to the managers at Eagle Condor. I'm here with Luz, who has a shoemaking business. They manufacture and design shoes. With the loan from Eagle Condor, she was able to buy a lot more patterns like this, and sewing machines as well. She was making 60 shoes a month, and now about 400 shoes a month. Before she was employing 4 people, now she employs 10 people. Luz has 6 children living at home, and then also one additional that is her cousin's child that she has taken her in. And they're switching production right now. This is the winter shoes, and they're very soon going to be switching to the summer shoes. I hope they have this in a 10. Luz said that one of her questions, or one of her comments was she's thankful to Eagle Condor because the paperwork to borrow is very difficult and cumbersome here in Peru. But with Eagle Condor, it's been an easy, smooth process that's enabled her to expand her business. My companions here on my trip to Peru say that I look like a famous Peruvian rock star, like Madonna or somebody. And so his picture is hanging on the wall over here. When we're eating at the restaurant, people keep staring at me, and they think that it's because I look like this guy. So we're going to go see if I look like him. I'm here with Genaro and Maria. They have a woodworking business. They're making chairs and other types of furniture, but they just got a contract in a theater, a large contract, and we're going to leave here and go look at the theater and look at some of their work that they've produced. Genaro received a contract to rehab this theater. It's in terrible disrepair, but they're going through and changing the seating and the balcony, and they're going to hold concerts again in this beautiful theater. I'm here with our business owner, Celia, and her husband. It's hard to express to you watching the video the appreciation that these families are expressing to Eagle Condor and to those that have donated money. This business has changed their life. It's doubled their income. They work as a family together. The little ones are peeling potatoes. It's just changed their life, and I'm the recipient of their appreciation. But it's all of those that have donated to Eagle Condor that have enabled this family to prosper and to grow. I'm with Nelson Cardoso as a borrower through Eagle Condor. I think he's had 3 or 4 loans. His first loan, he purchased a drill press, paid that loan off. Next loan, purchased equipment, paid that loan off. Next loan, purchased the building he's in, and he's in the midst of paying that off now. Does he have 3 or 4 loans? More than that. More than that. Nelson took the education process through Eagle Condor and was taught about business cards and marketing. And when he was taught about business cards and advertising, Nelson's first thought was, I don't need to do any advertising. I don't need to spend the money on business cards. But he took that education or those teachings to heart, and he tried it, and business has flourished since then. I asked him for a business card a minute ago. He's almost out. He's gone. He's passed out all his business cards, and business is good. You see that? It's hot. Speaking again of the ultra poor and the pyramid of the poor, the bottom section is the ultra poor, the people that would live here in this area. To better define, these are people that are basically squatters. They have no resources, have no land, have no assets. The rung up from that would be the working poor. These are people that, if they were working on an automobile, they would be hired to sand or to wrench bolts. Very little skill for that laboring poor section. The rung up from that is the self-employed poor. These are people that may have the wherewithal or resources to buy a little bread, bring it back to the village and sell it at a markup. The top part of the pyramid is the entrepreneurial poor. These are people that have maybe had success in the self-employed and they've gotten into business and they've established themselves a little more in business. Eagle Condor has had success in lending to those top two parts of the pyramid. The bottom sections of the pyramid can benefit from the lending that is received by the top portions of the pyramid because they're employed when the self-employed poor and the entrepreneurial poor receive capital and expand their business. I'm here with Victor. Victor is the recipient of a microenterprise loan. He has a woodworking business. They make all kinds of souvenirs. They had someone approach them recently, and Victor is making souvenirs with names of other countries. So the souvenirs made here in Peru may have the name Costa Rica on it, or Cayman Islands. And they're bought here in Peru, they're made in Peru, they're shipped to other tourist spots with the name of the local tourist site. I love free enterprise. As I'm sitting here talking to Victor, it came to my mind this is a perfect example of two different sections of the pyramid. We have Victor, who owns the business, that has received a microenterprise loan. He's been able to employ two people. Working for him is Carlos. Carlos is from the next to the bottom section of the pyramid, what we would call the laboring poor. He's able to come to work for Victor, working the different machinery. Victor is able to hire Carlos because of the loan he received through Eagle Condor. In regards to Victor being the top part of the pyramid now, the entrepreneurial poor, he started learning this business just as Carlos is now. He at one time was in the laboring poor. He just was working for somebody else, learning this craftsmanship, learning this trade. After a period of time, he gained the skill, gained the craftsmanship and the knowledge, was able to receive a loan, go into business for himself. I am amazed at the industries that I am seeing. Romulo has a manufacturing business. He manufactures pino, like pine saw. Romulo studied chemical, industrial chemicals in Lima. And here in Puria, he's manufacturing different cleaning products. This is similar to our Windex. And he buys the chemicals, knows how to mix them, mixes them in large containers, has salespeople selling them throughout the town. It's just, I'm amazed at the different industries and manufacturing that Eagle Condor has helped establish. $1,000 loan over 18 months. Romulo has paid 15 months worth of payments. He only has 3 months left and he'll be paid off. Since his business started, he's been able to purchase this delivery vehicle, which is the motorcycle. I'm amazed at the different businesses I've seen in my travels.
Limpiaroma pino, huele bien y limpia bien.
I'm here with Blanca, and Blanca's loan through Eagle Condor has enabled her to buy the product to make these beautiful crowns and tiaras. They're really used just one time a year, but with the loan she's been able to buy the product and make them in advance for so she can sell them at that time of year. Spring, the celebration of spring, is when they're sold and when she makes her profit. They're quite nice. We're here with Oscar. Oscar has a woodworking business. His loan from Eagle Condor allowed him to buy some machinery, some routers and other types of woodworking machinery. He makes windows and doors, and also these boxes here, which are caskets. He's got an order right now of 18 caskets that he needs to produce. We've got our trusty assistant Israel demonstrating the use of the casket. We're in Walter's store now. Walter has a mini market, but it's quite large compared to some of the other mini markets we've seen. There's school supplies, medicines, there's fruits and vegetables, toiletries. They also have some of the bakery products from Hilmer, who we met earlier, who has the local bakery. They have 2 children. One of them's in school presently. They borrowed $1,000 from Eagle Condor, that's enabled them to expand the business. Before they had a mini market, but it was a smaller mini market. Now theirs is much larger. Theirs is a shorter term loan. I noticed that their loan is only 18 months compared to some others that were 24 months. But they have an established business. They can handle a larger payment, and they're having great success. I'm in Chiclayo, and one of the Eagle Condor classrooms. In our visits with the business owners, the one thing I kept hearing over and over and over is people saying, thank you for the marketing training. And that's one of the things they cover in these classrooms. Before a business owner receives a loan, they have to go through a 6-part course. They teach the courses right here in this room twice a week. They teach them about entrepreneurship and business ownership. Before they are approved for a loan, they have to submit a package, and they're taught how to prepare the package, what their business plan is, marketing, expenses, who their target market is. A quite thorough process. I'm here with Victor and Marcelino of Eagle Condor, and also Richard. Richard is just now going through the classes that are put on by Eagle Condor. His business plan is to open a mechanics business. He works right now for somebody else doing auto mechanics. With a loan from Eagle Condor, he can open his own business. And Victor tells me that 12 people, 12 have completed the classes, are ready right now to open their businesses. We need some money.
Gracias, Águila Condor.
Gracias, señor Condor. Gracias, señor Condor.
Thank you very much, my brother. I am very happy for we have the Eagle Condor. I and my wife, we are very happy. Thank you very much.